Today on Forbes, why Chobani's billionaire founder is investing $1.2 billion in a state-of-the-art New York dairy. Chobani's billionaire founder is going all in on being American-made. CEO Hamdi Ulukaya broke ground last week on a new state-of-the-art facility in upstate New York that will produce 1 billion pounds of Chobani's yogurts, creamers, and other products. Ulukaya says he will invest $1.2 billion in all, and the plan comes just a month after he also revealed he is spending $500 million to expand Chobani's plant in Idaho. And he says this is just the start. Speaking about the expansion, the 52-year-old Ulukaya tells Forbes, quote, "A lot of good food hasn't been made accessible to all. And if you figure out how to make it accessible to all, the hardest part is how do you make sure that you actually have the manufacturing capability to do it? We do everything in-house, 100% of the products we make. It's hard to do because that means plants." As America's top-selling yogurt brand with $3 billion in annual revenue and yogurt sales up 20% last year, Chobani is in a position most food companies would envy. Chobani, which acquired La Colombe Coffee for $900 million in 2023, is one of the largest independent and privately held brands in the consumer packaged goods industry. And it's made Ulukaya, an immigrant from Turkey who owns the majority of the business, worth an estimated $2.4 billion. Now, Ulukaya is using his clout to double down on the Northeast at a time when the region has faced an exodus of dairy farmers. Chobani and the New York governor's office are calling the investment the nation's largest in natural food manufacturing. The new plant will be financed through Chobani's cash on hand. A Chobani spokesperson said, quote, "These projects are multi-year projects that do not require the company to take on any additional debt at this time." In addition, incentives from New York State include $73 million in tax credits over 10 years and $22 million from an economic development shovel-ready grant program, FAST-NY. The new facility will be designed to process up to 12 million pounds of milk each day, which means Chobani, already New York's largest milk purchaser, will increase its spend by an estimated 6 billion pounds annually. That will be a huge boon for the surviving dairy farmers in the region, many of whom have struggled as volatile prices and industry consolidation have driven many farms out of business, while major competitors like Danone have cut contracts or left the region entirely. Gary Hirshberg, the founder of Stonyfield Organics, cites the Northeast's higher costs for energy as well as feed for dairy cows. He says, quote, "Our region has really unique challenges. Investment is badly needed. We've lost a lot of the dairy infrastructure, so any significant investment in upstate New York dairy, it's only a good thing." But Hirshberg adds that sourcing additional conventional milk is, quote, "not really solving the problem, because the milk sells for such low prices. Organic milk is better for farmers, especially those in the Northeast, where the farms are far smaller than on the West Coast," he notes, because farmers need the premium price that organic milk fetches to ensure that a small family farmer can still make enough money to sustain their business and withstand shocks to the industry. And there's currently an organic milk shortage. He says, quote, "That's really where investment is needed." Instead, Chobani has gone mass market. When completed, the 1.4 million square foot facility in Rome, New York, will be capable of handling up to 28 production lines. Sitting on 150 acres across the site of the former Griffiths Air Force Base, the new plant will be Chobani's second in the state and is expected to create 1,000 full-time jobs in the area. Ulukaya says, quote, "Big food has plants, infrastructure, all that stuff, and that is very hard to build. We spend more time on the fundamentals of the business, which is making it. To make it to the next level, it's about the fundamentals." For full coverage, check out Chloe Sorvino's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.